Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I want to make a quick video because I keep seeing chips in kids' lunches all the time. Well, just people's lunches in general, but it's like so common. I'll see a lunch where it's like a sandwich, a bag of chips, and a juice box. And I don't think we really understand how bad this stuff really is. And then also, I want to compare it to these Sun Chips, and it says heart healthy right on it. So what makes these heart healthy compared to Doritos, and are either of them any better than terrible? So let's look at the ingredients really quick. And first thing, it's like, how do you make a cow fat, right? What do farmers do to fatten up cows? Feed them corn. Feed them corn and take away exercise. So what's the first ingredient in this? And they always list ingredients the most least. Corn. And it's not only corn, it's very heavily processed corn. They got to heat the hell out of it to make it into a crunchy chip. And then they add vegetable oil. And vegetable oil is never from vegetables. So you don't know what it is. It's either corn oil or canola oil. And then you go through. So, I mean, you're starting off just two terrible, terrible things that you really should never, ever be eating, right? Because there's nothing good about it for you. It just does nothing but cause damage. But you go through, and you got MSG, monosodium glutamate, which is bad. Artificial colors, which is bad and linked to, like, behavioral issues in kids. So you really should avoid that. Artificial flavorings. It's just utterly terrible, terrible stuff that you shouldn't even consider food. And when you look at it, so this is 3 servings, so you got about 60 grams of carbs, but all carbs are sugars bound together. And when you get refined grains like this, it's like one quick digestive enzyme, and it just turns into sugar. So it's a whole bunch of sugar with a whole bunch of crap added on top of it. It's just terrible for you, and it's loaded with salt. And then also, don't realize this, it tastes amazing. I'm not gonna lie. So it's hyper palatable, so you overeat it because it tastes so damn good. Okay, so it's terrible for you, and you overeat it. And here's the other thing people don't notice, it's really freaking expensive. So this was $1.89 for 3 ounces. That comes out to about $10 a pound. $10 a pound. What's a better alternative? I can get raw almonds, amazing raw almonds, for like $6 a pound. You can get great chicken. I can get 5 pounds of chicken thighs at the local grocery store for the same price as a pound of chips. A lot of times you're like, oh, healthy eating is expensive. This stuff is ridiculously expensive. And that's not even comparing the fact that this is god-awful for you, and raw almonds are amazing for you. So like nuts are less expensive. You get the same crunch. I'll admit, for most people, they don't taste as good, right? Because they're not covered in all this crap that's designed to make you crave it. But you're paying a whole bunch of money to literally harm yourself and harm your kids. It just is. You can't debate that. It just is if we were to stop and think about it. So what makes this heart healthy? What's the first ingredient? Corn. What's the second ingredient? Canola oil, sunflower oil, vegetable oil. And then you got whole wheat and brown rice flour. It's just junk. Maltodextrin, which is sugar from corn. It's like, why is corn everything, by the way? Because the government pays farmers to grow copious amounts of corn, right? If corn wasn't subsidized, you wouldn't be seeing it everywhere. You can't make any money off it, but it's Roundup ready. So you got corn sprayed with Roundup, cooked at super high temperatures, whole bunch of nasty stuff to make it hyper palatable, and then given to your kids. And then next to it, people often have a juice box, which is if you took a glass of water and just started adding 10, 12, 14 spoonfuls of sugar to it, would you give that to anybody? But that's what a juice box is. They just do it for you. It's just so bad for you. So I encourage you to stop wasting a lot of money on this ridiculously expensive junk and spend your money on things like nuts. Are such a good, healthy snack that you can have. Fruit, any fruit is great. Any vegetable, crepes. This is $10 a pound. Good broccoli is $2 a pound or under $2 a pound usually. Carrots are a great crunchy snack, far less than what these cost. There's just so many better options, right? And then what should they be drinking? Water. Just always water. And the thing you also have to realize is the media never covers like heart disease related deaths and things like that. It's just not that dramatic, so it's not that exciting. It's by far the leading killer, and it starts at kids at this age. They're finding heart disease in kids, high cholesterol in kids, high blood pressure in kids, yeah. And it's just this consistent junk over time kills you, literally. And then the other thing you have to realize is the stuff, again, I'm not gonna lie, it tastes, actually I lucked out on this one. There was a tear in the bag, so they gave it to me for free, because I hate wasting money on this just to make a video, but I do. But it tastes so good that when you eat other foods that should taste good, they don't taste as good because you change your palate to this. So I just encourage you to just try and cut out your kids' diet completely because it's so bad for them. All right, so hopefully that helps someone out there, and hopefully if just one person decides to stop putting this in lunches or stop eating it themselves, this is a win.